Yeah. Definitely an inside day.
It's going to be an inside day. I am so warm in the sleeping bag that I'm not planning on moving very far.
Current situation
Is that this is quite good for a while.
You're not going anywhere soon.
Nowhere soon.
Good morning on Tuesday the 3rd of August. I'm just having my coffee in the garden. It was a really wild night on the island last night. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I honestly thought a tree was going to fall through the roof. The house is not that robust. And it was shaking and rattling, and it was a really big storm. We're very unprotected on this island, so we are expecting 12 campers today. They've got to come in a water taxi. I'm not sure whether they're going to make it or not. But our plan this morning is to drink coffee, is to walk around the island and just check for blowdowns. There's probably going to be a bit of tree damage, but it's just important for us to report back to the Department of Conservation and let them know if there are any trees obscuring main paths or stuff like that. Julian and I have been awake for about half an hour. We've already discussed both lunch and dinner, and the fact that as newbies we got here for 7 nights and only bought 6 bottles of wine, and have discussed the half bottle strategy tonight. So I'm glad we've got that all sorted. It's cauliflower soup for lunch, delicious, pasta for dinner. The other thing that's a bit confronting as I peer into this camera is, rocking the hat is, it's not about the aesthetics out here, but we're having a really good time. So, Julie, where exactly are we? We've talked about Motuora Island, but where is it?
Okay, so Motu means island and Ora means good or well. So this was a really important little island, and we are right off the coast of Sandspit. That's the easiest way, right opposite Snell's Beach, Martin's Bay. If you can picture that in your head, go to Warkworth, turn hard right. We're not far off. You can obviously see the mainland right there. Swimmable, perhaps, I don't know. But an incredibly important little island for lots of reasons. It was actually farmed for 100 years, and it really fed a lot of people. Therefore, all the beautiful native vegetation was taken out. And from actually as late as the 60s, I'm pretty sure, late as the 60s. And then in the 90s, the Department of Conservation and the beautiful Motuora Restoration Trust, the society, started their replanting program, and they replanted for 30 years, which I think is some of the stuff that you've captured, Bridgie.
Yeah.
And so now we have this incredibly lush island. They did all the eco-sourcing, because there would always be remnants of Pahutakawa and Mahui and a few other things. Anyway, all eco-sourced. The nursery over here is where they would have propagated all the seeds, grown all the seedlings and planted them. So for 30 years this was an intense 300,000 native plants went in here, which is why it's so lush now.
In the end, it was such a beautiful day that we decided to put our boots on and hike to a bay on the other side of the island. See a hill, climb it, and just look where I am. On top of a knoll, Julie climbing at speed behind me. We're in Still Bay, on the head above Still Bay, and after last night's weather, that's ironic. And it's glorious. So on the island there is a Department of Conservation campground, which you can see stretched out. Look at the emerald colour of that grass, it's beautiful. Where you can camp. Facilities are kind of basic. They basically boil down to a couple of loos and a shower. But it's really beautiful. And it would be a great place to camp as long as you're not looking for a hot water shower or anything grander than a composting toilet. Okay, we're standing in the middle of the campground, and you would have seen that yesterday we were contacted, and we were expecting 12 students to come and camp here overnight, but there was a marine warning this morning, and oh, I've got to get you in shot, Judy. There's a marine warning this morning. There are white caps. It's got to be a water taxi or not. What do you think?
Well, it's got to be a water taxi, and of course you have to get out at the front and jump off the boat and jump into the water up to your waist, and the water taxi wouldn't even be able to anchor out here at the moment, so I'm thinking no.
Do you think we can stand down?
I think we can stand down.
I think we'll stand down.
We'll stand down and we'll go and watch Lisa win her second gold.
Time to go and watch Lisa win a second gold medal. Boom!
Good Lord. They didn't need a water taxi. They kayaked. Actually, it's a beautiful evening, so I'm not surprised, but yeah, big ups to them. They turned up under their own steam.